Oh. Okay, guys, welcome to the Ace Podcast. My name is FDS and this is a thing. I'm gonna set up the window capture right now while we're talking about. Go ahead and say hi.
Beautiful intro. Hello, we're here. Episode 34. We're here for, here with the podcast.
Uh,
Oh dear. Anyway,
okay,
we are in.
there we go.
We're in the fallout of. We're in the fallout of Cyberfight Festival,
Yes.
and we're here to have a little talk
Yeah.
about King of DDT.
We already kind of did talk about this, but
Well, we're going to talk again because we love
yeah,
talking about things.
yeah. Today, as you can see, it is myself. Two evil bastards. We have Nakajima and Evil in the profile pictures today. Uh,
Yes,
as we are two evil bastards.
we
And
are.
yes. Uh, so King of DT. I don't know how much we talked about last week. I think we talked about the first round. Since then, the second round has happened, and I mean, I was kind of right about everything. I'm just that cool. I know everything.
Just such a wrestling prophet.
Well, okay, I was right about everything except for one thing, which is hilarious looking at it. But yeah. So we'll go over the obvious stuff. Yuji Hino beat Hiroshima in the main event. It was fine. you
I
know,
can't remember how long this match was, but it was very long.
Wikipedia has it as 24 minutes and 49
Oh,
seconds.
it felt longer than that.
It was a very long match, and yeah, it was a lot.
I mean,
Uh,
it wasn't like bad. It just felt it overstayed its welcome.
yeah, it was fine. There were two
Yeah,
other matches. I think the other three matches were all more entertaining. Like,
they were. Yeah,
yeah. But Hino advances. That makes sense. Yeah, it was kind of
yeah.
yeah. Then
Does this mean Hino gets a shot at tag
maybe.
if he doesn't win King of DT?
Well, that's assuming Hiroshima retains tag, because
True.
he could just lose it. Yeah. Uh, then we had
There really isn't much to say about that.
no. That's the most boring
It was
one.
it was a lot of technical stuff, and then there was a very very methodical like the one-upsmanship of I strike you and then welcome the other strike
Yeah, it was a bit.
stuff,
Mm,
and then Hino just kind of hits the fucking bomb, and then that's about it.
yeah, and then wins and advances, and that
Mm.
was it. That was it. Uh, I don't know. I felt it was definitely the weakest match of the evening. Let's talk about the upset of the second round, which surprised the hell out of me. Daisuke Sasaki rolled up Jun Akayama. Re- uh,
He defeated the KOD Openweight champion in the most legitimate and
King's
fair
Road.
play way you could ever think
he
of.
he showed him his King's Road.
Okay, this was the true King's Road.
This was the King's Road with
Yes.
fucking Sasaki.
with Mad Paulie just pulling the ref out.
Yes, hitting him in the dick with a fucking. I just realized I'm looking at the wrong thing. Whoops, my bad. On the screen recording. But yeah, he just hit him in the penis, and then he advanced. He rolled him up, hit him with the
I was not
advance.
expecting that, but that's it was
Yeah,
really
it was
funny.
just like, all right, nice game.
So now Daisuke Sasaki has pinned the KOD Openweight champion and
And
the
the
Universal
Universal
champion.
champion. Yeah. I mean, if Take's tag title shot is before the semifinals, because the semifinals are on the 4th. His tag title
Mm-hmm.
shot's on the 26th, so he could, if he beats Take as well,
Take becomes tag champion, and then
Daisuke.
Sasaki beats him as.
Yeah, he's really on a Yano run this tournament where he's just like,
Yeah,
oh, Akayama's getting to the semis, and Sasaki's just like, no. It's really good. It's really great.
I
So
don't know what they're gonna do with the implications of this, but it's really good. I like it.
I, yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's interesting that they don't have Jun get pinned a lot. So it's
No,
like it's very interesting that they had that happen because I was expecting like Sasaki could get to the Universal shot, but now that he's pinned like both of them, it's like, but I
I
guess
think it helps more logistically because Jun getting to the semis almost makes it more awkward.
almost this is definitely a lot more. The problem is here, this is definitely a more unpredictable field.
Yeah,
So I'm still sticking to who I think is gonna win because spoiler if you didn't know, Takesh Ake beat Mao to advance. He in a great match, really good, really fun stuff, really high paced stuff. And then also in the first of those quarterfinals, yeah, we went in reverse order. Fuck a you. Um, Higuchi beat Endo to advance to the quarterfinals. And the semifinals have been shuffled, and we will see on July 4th Yuji Hino versus Kazusada Higuchi and Daisuke Sasaki versus Konsuke Takeshita. So, yeah.
Another advantage of Sasaki getting the win is that it adds the danger of he can beat you via shenanigans, even though the other three are big monsters that are more likely to win.
Yes, but Sasaki is also one of the most decorated wrestlers in DET. And he can
Yes,
technically, he can realistically, he doesn't even need to cheat. He can beat anyone in it, and it's like
because
believable.
because
So,
say if it was Jun Akayama in the semis instead of him,
yeah.
his storyline is he wants to win and then face Takagi.
Yeah.
Like
Uh,
I would much rather have Sasaki be the spoiler
mm.
in the semis than have that as a
Daisuke,
potential
yeah.
thing.
He works really well as a spoiler in this role. I don't see him winning since last year. While he didn't win the tournament, he did technically get the shot at the fucking belt. He got because at
Yeah.
Ultimate Party, Endo nominated him as his challenger. So yeah. Um, so Daisuke will probably not win. I think Takeshita Higuchi is still the final. I don't see
hmm
Hino getting through. I feel like I feel like it is gonna be. It's not gonna be Takeshita or Sasaki. I feel like it is gonna be the winner of Hino
They've gone
Higuchi's.
out of their way to give Higuchi Endo on his path to the
Yeah,
semis, which is
Endo returning
very big.
Yoshimura, and now
Yeah.
he's got Hino, who is undefeated right now since
hmm
returning. So it's like I think this is and like if I think Takeshita is gonna beat Sasaki because they've got the story from Dio last year, where last year in Dio Grand Prix, Sasaki got injured, but he was able to wrestle his first match where he was able to beat Takeshita, and he beat him, and that was his. That was kind of like the. That was like I think his only loss on the record, or like one of his only losses on his record during Dio. And I think, yeah, I do think he will definitely. I think he'll beat Sasaki, but I don't think he's going to win the tournament. I definitely think this is Higuchi's tournament to win. I think I mean, it's more interesting. I don't think because then you have 2 years in a row where it's back-to-back tournament winners, and the last 3 years have been either Takeshita or Endo. Because and Takeshita won in 2019, and Endo won last year, and then it's just kind of boring.
And it doesn't seem very likely that because the tag shot is before the semis that
Yeah,
Take and Shunma would lose their tag title shot and then Take just wins King of DDT. That would be
yeah.
very weird.
I definitely think they're gonna win. I mean, he could win both. They have done double champions a lot in the past before, and I'm not
Mm.
gonna say I'm gonna be shocked by it, but I feel like I think I think Higuchi makes more sense. I feel like he needs it more than everybody else does, and I feel like he has a better story with Akayama. I know Takeshita has that story with Akayama as well, but I feel like Higuchi's story is more interesting.
Well, currently everyone else in the semis is more established.
Yeah, I think he
It's
needs
three former KOD openweight champions versus not a former KOD openweight champion.
versus a guy who's never won a singles belt.
Yeah,
He hasn't even like
but someone who they've gone out of their way to highlight in recent months and put a spotlight on.
yeah. I mean, he's only been wrestling for about 7 years, so like I think that's probably start. And he's gotten like the if you look at like obviously we've looked at some of the great matches of this year. He has been on it at all times. Like
hmm
they gave him the Akayama match and he was going really well, and they gave him the match with the he had the tag title defenses with Sakaguchi. All of them were great. Tag title match where he won them, also great. And like Eruption, I think has been kind of like it's kind of been designed to build him up as this
Yeah,
next big thing. Like Saki,
they. I think that's part of why they haven't put guys like Chris Brooks or added more members in.
yeah, it's
Because
kind
if you
of
add more members, they suddenly gain a lot more attention. Because new member of faction, there we go.
yeah. And I feel like also Brooks there's also like the things of like Brooks doesn't fully fit Eruption's vibe because they are a lot
Hmm.
more pure, and he does go a bit like he's not really a babyface. He's a tweener usually.
Brooks is very. He gives me very Damnation vibes.
Yeah, what's weird though, he makes sense to be in Damnation, but he always feuds with Damnation because he hates he hates
Yeah.
Endo and Sasaki. So it's like, and then he's also like, but he's also good buddies with all the Sauna Club guys, but he teams with Eruption a lot. So it's like he's that like he is 100% the guy who just will go between every single group and team with them except for Damnation because
Hmm.
he hates Damnation. Yeah, it's a lot, but yeah. Yeah, okay, so Takeshita lost two matches in Dio. One was to Sasaki and one was to Brooks. So, yeah,
Right.
those were his only two losses in the entire tournament, which is interesting to note. So I think he will beat Sasaki. I think I feel like Higuchi Take is the way to go, and I feel like Higuchi. I mean, I know it is like Take losing in another tournament finals, but he did just win a tournament, and it's like
Yeah.
giving him another one would be a bit of a weird choice. I feel. I think it's better to, you know, I feel like it's better
It
to,
would it would trivialize the tag league that they just did.
yeah, because you just have them win and then they lose to Small Sorry. And I don't, Small Sorry, I don't like his tag champs because Okabayashi's barely here. He is prioritizing BJW, and Harashima, he's good, but you know, like if you don't, he doesn't show up with the belt a lot, and like if they aren't going to defend them that often, what's the point? You know, like
I think there's partially there's ways around it, so it's not really defensible. But for this push for Higuchi, they kind of needed to take the tag belts off them.
yes, I agree with
Off
that.
Eruption.
But I feel like
However,
now that they have Take and Shunma there, Shunma who kind of needs a belt because he's got a lot of momentum right now. He
they've been
did,
building him up as well.
yeah, and he did just lose to Akayama, but he does have momentum, and I think Sona Club, they've only had Universal for a while. They could use some more belts. Like I
Yeah,
think winning tag would be good. I don't think they need
and
to win.
if Higuchi is going to win King of DDT, it gives Take something good to do. Whereas
Yeah,
to all right, elevate Shunma, win your tag reign.
mm. And
But
like
back to Smile Pasari. If Okabayashi was a full time DDT guy, I would have no problem.
oh yeah, if they were here, if Okabayashi was here
That's
all the
that's
time,
the main issue where it's
yeah,
you've only got one of your tag champs regularly on the show. And
and
another thing
mm,
is, as great as he was at Cyberfest, it's that thing of you're wrapping the tag champion up in singles feuds for singles belts
yeah.
because you can't have the other ones elsewhere.
Like I get that I guess you could say though that Eruption did kind of do that, but it's like it was mainly just Higuchi got one shot at the belt and then like he went back to
At
defend the
least
tag.
at least
Like
their tag team was around, so that it was
yeah,
fun. That was fine. This one's more just it's a necessity of we don't have Okabayashi around all the time.
mm, yeah, I completely agree. I feel like it's a it's deferential. It's a what's the word for it? Uh, fuck. It's just not beneficial. It's just not good.
Yeah, detrimental.
Detrimental. That's the word. To the tag division right now, and the tag division was like really hot because you went from Nautilus to Eruption, both who were like
Hmm.
really putting on
And
great
the tag league
matches.
was actually really fun.
Tag league was really great, and like you had like, and that was all like full time teams, and like we had like this, we had the comedy, you had the comedy parts of DT in there, you had the serious parts. It was great. It's just when the tag belts are on one guy who's there all the time, but then the other guy's who's like there when they can get him because he's committed to the another company. It's like, it's
Yeah.
not exactly great. Um, yeah, I feel like Shunma and Take should win tag. I feel like that's
Mhm.
better for Take. I know everyone's like, well, he needs to beat Akayama, but it's like he already lost to him twice. like, like I think that was
Again, we're going back to that thing of once the Jun Nakayama reign started, we're like, oh my god, okay, we know where it's happening. He's going to lose to Take.
yeah.
He is going. There is no other possible timeline. We're going to enjoy the ride, but this is where we're going. And now it's like, yeah, no.
No, I don't think
Yeah.
it because I don't think what well one I don't think and I don't think Akayama dropping to Take does anything because Take's a made guy. You know,
Yeah, he's already made.
you don't need to do anything extra to him
You
really.
you. It's hilarious that Noah just didn't do this, but you put the belt on a legend so you can put a younger guy over.
Yeah, but
But
yeah,
Muto put over Marufuji.
not for yeah, and
So
like
instead of putting over like a guy who's already a solidified main eventer ace of the company level,
yeah,
use it to elevate someone. Because Higuchi and Akayama, they're 1-1 in singles, right?
I believe so. Yes, because Akayama beat
Higuchi beat him in Dio.
Dio, and then Akayama beat him in the title match. And like, there's been a fair few cases where it's like, oh, they lose on the first shot, but then win on the second shot. Like,
Yeah.
it's like, but like winning on the and like they like to do rematches. I think even if he doesn't win, King of DT is a great thing to have on your resume. Like just being able to
Yes.
say like this is your first singles accomplishment is you won King
Mhm.
of DT. That's
More than
important.
Sonata will ever have. Hey, sorry.
Hey, Sonata can't win belts. What a
He can't
fucking
even win the shot to get the belt.
no. And I think it's better. I think it's better if you make somebody with it. And I think Higuchi's like okay, you've kind of elevate like I've always seen like since I've become a fan of DET, there's been five guys who I've kind of looked at like these are probably the five guys they're building around currently, which is Take, Endo, who are both already made, Brooks and Ueno, who have both been kind of getting built up with the Universal stuff. Brooks being like the Extreme Champion, top gaijin kind of guy, and then you have Higuchi, who is kind of the only one left that I think right now who still needs something. Like Eruption's great, and like having tag titles is great, and being that in that position is awesome. But I think there's definitely something there that I think they should follow up on. Because I'm not gonna pretend like Higuchi is 100% gonna win this, because Hino could very well eliminate him in the semis, or Take could beat him in the finals, or Sasaki could beat him in the finals. But I think Higuchi is the best you know, I think he's the best option.
You
Out of
get more out of King of DDT if he wins.
yes, because if Take wins, okay, Take wins. If Hino wins, all right, okay, it's like
Sure.
sure. If Sasaki wins, it's like well, okay. I mean, he did beat, but like he's been his run. I feel like if Sasaki's probably the worst option in my opinion. I feel like he's on this streak right now where it's like since he rolled up Ueno in the first round, then rolled up like top like okay. But as funny as it is, it'd be like if Yano won the New Japan Cup. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like you can't really do that. Like go from like rolling people up in like the first round and the second round, and then like yeah sure he'll probably him and Take will probably like wrestle their asses off, but like it still doesn't make much sense to go into
The
that.
big catharsis is that the guy cheating to get so far in gets their comeuppance and doesn't win.
Yeah, exactly. And I think Take
Like
doing
like
that
they'll
works.
get some good mileage out of it, but they won't win the whole thing.
Indeed. Yeah, Ingreed.
In
Indeed.
greed, yeah. Because
Agreed,
like
yeah.
Yano got to the semis of New Japan Cup once,
Yes, he did, but he got eliminated.
but then he got eliminated, which is
Yeah.
the important part.
That's the thing that's great about Yano, though, and that's why I do. As much as I dislike when they try to like make Yano like a title contender and singles stuff, he is great in tournaments because he can beat anybody. He just can't win, and that's fine.
He
He
said that having a character that has that about them as a trait that they do,
yeah,
it serves as both, especially when you have round robin tournaments that go on for about a month and a half.
yeah. You
It
need
gives you a great logistical out where your other wrestlers don't need to kill themselves for every other match.
yeah. You get the
Like,
night
oh,
off.
I've got Yano this week. Cool, I can rest up.
You can rest up, and
I
then
can just do
like
comedy match. Great.
yeah. And Yano, but also like Yano works well to like, oh, if you want somebody to do well in like a G1, but you don't want them to win, having them,
Hmm.
having them,
It helps to keep everyone honest.
yeah, keeps over and they have like keep it good points, but they're not like overly great, and like I think that's good. If Sasaki, I guess if he's kind of at the point where he just doesn't really want to go all out every night, that's fine. It's Daisuke Sasaki. Like he doesn't need to. He's
Yeah.
made his career in DDT. He's made his impact. We all know how good he is. Like he's fucking yeah. He's a fucking 3-time openweight champion. He's won every other belt that there is to win. Like he's fine. He's set. He's yeah. He's all good.
He
Like
can do some wacky stuff. It's all fine.
it's all fine. We don't need and yeah. It's all good. But I
So
think
I have a little question.
okay.
In this discussion of King of DDT, of like this would be great for Higuchi, even if he doesn't win the title
Mm.
at Peter Pan, probably. If say in the event that he wins King of DDT but doesn't win the belt, who then beats Jun Akiyama?
That is a good question. You do have the old reliable of going to Take after he drops tag, or if
Mm.
you want to do double champion like they did with Endo, you could have him win it back. You have options in like Sasaki having pinned Akayama could win the belt back if they make him more serious again.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you have if you want to do Ueno, who pinned I think he pinned Akayama. Did he pin Akayama? No, he pinned like he got the big win at Cyberfight, at Cyberfest. So you could have Ueno be double singles or have him drop Universal and then win open weight. You have Brooks who actually does have a pinfall win over Akayama. I think there are options. I don't think it's like it's not like a one and done thing. It's like I think there's
Yeah,
definitely there's a lot of different people who could who could beat
I think
Akayama
now
realistically.
that the mental zeitgeist of Take is going to beat him is gone
There's a lot of
because they
options.
very much decided that he's doing something else right now.
Mm.
That's kind of psychologically put in that okay, it's possible for other people to beat him for this belt now,
Yeah, which is good.
which is always good.
Yeah.
My main conundrum, as it were, with the DDT belts is who beats Ueno for Universal?
that is the that is the hardest question right now. I think in terms
It
of
because
because
that's kind of like the belt. It's kind of like the Intercontinental belt, where it's like
yes,
this is your test out singles run belt. See if you're good enough for the main
and
stuff.
right now, because I thought Soma was gonna do it. I was on board of Soma Takao
Before the
beating.
build where he just smacked up Ueno at
Yeah,
every show on the build up,
I was like,
yeah,
yeah, Soma's gonna take the belt, and then it's just like, no, he can't. It's like, and Ueno, he's kind of like, there's not a lot of people left for him to beat, really. Because he beat Akito, he beat Soma, he beat, like, I'll see if there's anyone who he's, like, lost to as well, but, like, he beat Okada, like, he beat, Mao, he beat,
Yoshimura wasn't a title match, was it?
no, they haven't had a singles match yet. So that could be one. That he is an option, but it's, like, a bit weird, you know? A bit weird.
I think because they're very much going out of their way to say Nautilus is not a thing anymore.
Oh, well, yeah, because Ueno left his Osterbox, and, like, that's why it's
Yeah,
no longer a thing. He
so I
beats
think Yoshimura's quite high on the list.
Yeah, he could do it, and like he can win a singles belt. They've definitely got ideas to push Yoshimura. I don't know how far, but I definitely think they will push
Yeah,
him.
we don't know.
Um, honestly, I could see Ueno making it to a year. I think he could lose it, win it,
Yeah,
go all the way to Ultimate Party at this point.
in the event that Higuchi wins King of DDT or doesn't, he could down the line beat him for Universal.
Yeah, that's another option. Because Nautilus obviously did lose the tag belts to they lost the tag
Eruption.
belt to Eruption, and like that's some history there. And he beat
Hmm.
Sakaguchi, but he hasn't beaten Higuchi yet, and that could be something that they go to. Or like they have Saki challenge first and then have Higuchi win.
Hmm.
That's another option. I think as well, other than them, we obviously have Sasaki who pinned him, and they love to give Sasaki belts. So you know, um,
Because Daisuke Sasaki, he's already Universal
yes,
Champion
he's
or
already been
no?
Universal Champion. He's
Yes.
won, but any belt that's in DDT, you can pretty much say, yeah, Daisuke Sasaki's won that because he's
Oh yeah, because Brooks won the inaugural, then Sasaki just beat him.
yeah beat him, and then he dropped it back to Burst, and it was just like, all right, cool, yeah. It's really Daisuke Sasaki. He wins. Any belt you put in front of him, he'll win it. Yeah. He has options. Yeah. But yeah, I don't see Ueno losing Universal anytime soon. I think he's
No,
holding on to it for a while, and like he's
I think
fucking.
that's fine. I think that's
No,
fine.
it's not a problem. I'm just saying I'm stating it as a fact more than anything else that he's just gonna be
Yeah.
champion for a while. I think him
It's one of
going.
those things where it's like they very much the KOD open weight thing has a lot of guys that could just go for it and it'd be great,
Yeah.
but they still want to keep a highlight on Ueno. It's like okay, just keep the belt on him until you have something else for him to
Yeah.
do.
Because I think it's building him up to I think once he loses Universal, he'll win open weight. Like I don't think that's gonna
Oh,
be.
yeah,
I think
yeah.
he my real the other thing I could think of would be he loses Universal the Ultimate Party, and then he wins Dio.
Wins the Grand Prix. Yeah,
Yeah, and then wins the belt, which I
that
think
gives
makes
him the perfect on ramp next after losing the belt.
yeah, because he just goes straight into something else. Like I don't doesn't really know.
Yeah.
I don't really know who like he would lose it to. It could be like there's like a bunch of different people. Obviously, we have like Yoshimura, as we said, Daisuke Sasaki. But yeah, it's like he could hold the belt for a year, drop the belt, win Dio, and then straight up you could do Higuchi Ueno for the openweight belt. And I think that would, if you want to do that, or if you want to keep Akayama as champion for a year, which please don't. I don't think he wants that.
I love me some Uncle Jun, but I'm not so sure about that.
I don't think he would want that either. I think he would just be like,
No.
no, thank you. I would like to drop this belt at Wrestle
Like, I
Japan.
don't need the God Reign, thank you.
I
Please
don't
no.
need the God Ring, thank you. And like, yeah, I think Jun's had like his reign's good. He beat Hiroshima, he beat
Great.
beat
Great.
Dino, he beat Higuchi. You know, 3 defenses. What more do you need? Like
They're all pretty much bangers as well.
yeah, there's not really much else to it. Like you can just drop it. He just drops it, and then yeah, it's fine.
Just physically drop it.
He just like yeah. But yeah, no, I think that's fine, and I think Higuchi, and back to my point, just Higuchi winning King of DT, I definitely think that's the road, and I think that's
Hmm.
what I want to see personally. All right, that's about
Lovely.
DT.
Cool.
Unless you got anything to add,
I not for DDT,
mm.
but Cyber Fight adjacent.
TJPW.
Yes.
All right, let's talk TJPW.
We had TJPW additional attack.
Yes.
Great
Uh,
name.
I'm gonna be honest, I haven't seen the matches yet, but I saw the results.
That's okay. I'll
uh,
just go over the more matches of note thing.
Title matches, so we had two, right?
Yeah,
We
we had two title matches. We also had some cool singles matches. We had Shoko Nakajima versus the new debutante from Cyberfest, Kaya Toribami.
Yep, the masked chick.
That match was really good.
Mm.
That was
Uh,
very high paced lucha things
so
match.
Kaya's still people are thinking Kaya's still good. She's still good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Very acrobatic. Very cool.
Mm.
I enjoyed that. I think Shoko very much is a wrestler to match that style, so it very much played into their strengths, which was really cool.
Definitely. Um,
Another singles match, we had Yuki Arai versus Mirai Mayumi.
I'm assuming Mirai killed her because this.
Yes, but Arai got a lot of like resilient spots,
Mm,
like a proper good rookie sort of thing, where it's like they're
yeah.
trying their best, and then it's like they're doing really good with they got the grapples, and then but Mirai eventually murdered them.
Yeah. Just a slight thing for Mariah. I think she could be the person to beat Hikari Noa for the belt for
Yeah,
international. Like,
please do it.
I don't really think there's anybody else of obvious note. Maybe there's somebody who I'm missing, like fucking
So currently, Mirai has challenged for tag a couple times with Suzume as B-Stars. She's
yes.
challenged Yuki Kamifuku for the international title. There's gonna be something. They give her a lot of shine.
They also put her in the tournament
They
for the vacant belt. She was in that.
yes, she was in the semis for that.
Yes.
Did she lose to Hikari Noa in that? Yes.
She did lose to Noah in that. Yes. So she doesn't.
That could be a thing. That
Yeah.
would be cool. I would like to see that a lot.
Could be a fun one.
Mhm.
Yep. Speaking
But
of,
yeah,
as
this Mirai thingy was great. It was
Yeah.
really good, and a little bit of a story afterwards because Mirai was trying to recruit for her own faction
yes,
called
her-
MSS48.
which is
Which is a fun play on Yuki Arai's idol group,
right.
SK something 48.
Mm,
So eventually, after the match, Yuki Arai joined it, but then MSS 48 had to disband due to like clerical errors of not having a manager
yeah. Okay.
or something. It was very funny.
What? All right.
Yeah. Minor comedy bits later on where we have Magi Rabi beating Hyper Misao and Rika.
Yeah. That's.
And in Misao's great big brain energy, she created a brainwashing device to put on Rika Tatsumi's head, which reprogrammed her love of Mizuki into love of Hyper Misao.
Yeah.
in order
Uh,
to fight Majiri.
yeah. Okay. Yep.
They ultimately lost because they got rid of the
Okay.
device. Mika Tatsumi has no memory of the match, which is hilarious.
So am I forgetting what Rika Mizuki's whole thing was? Because I don't.
Oh, Rika just really loves Mizuki, and everyone's like really creeped out by it.
Oh, okay. So it's just a weird
Like she's always trying to third wheel up with Magi
with
Rabi.
Badger Rabbit. Okay. Um. Yeah. Then we had the international title.
hmm
Hikaru
This was
no.
actually quite fun.
I mean, I'm not surprised. I saw Marika had like the full like big match gear. She went
She
with
had
like the.
proper big match gear. I thought this was quite a good showing for Marika in a big singles match because she's struggled to really get back on the wagon because she's a former tag champion.
Yes.
But I think
Marika?
this was a really good way. Yeah, Marika.
When?
She was what was it? Muscle JK Strikers with Reika Saiki.
Oh, I do
They're the
not remember
team
that.
that they're the team that ended Bishkigun's first tag run.
Ah, interesting. I don't.
Yeah.
Oh, the end with vacation, and then
But then
yeah.
she got injured. They
Mm,
couldn't do it.
mm,
It's very sad. But
very
yeah,
very
this was
sad.
really good. Hikari Noah in singles is great.
Yeah.
She's
Hard
really cool.
deathmatch queen, hardcore
I
warrior.
hope somewhere they'll get a Rina Yamashita rematch in here.
They
Maybe for the belt.
probably will, and they'll probably make it like another stip match so that they can.
Hardcore match, please do it.
Yeah. It'll probably be like on like a
I
smaller
would,
show, so they don't. Because
yeah.
I don't think they'll want to be able to like. They'll probably want to do it in Corkin, but they can probably be like, yeah, we can do it in like a hardcore death match or whatever the fuck they want to call it. Because they said
Uh, Hikari no- that one was a hardcore match.
match.
Hikari Noah in her promo after that wanted to do like a full on death match.
Yeah, I recall it was yeah, and then
Uh, Slight little detour to that's JPW, which if anyone who doesn't watch that, please go watch. That's JPW. It's hilarious.
it's very funny. The promos are very funny.
Hikari Noah, I think it was Hikari Noah versus Haruna Neko, and in the promo, Chris Brooks managed to convince Hikari Noah to put yakitori sticks in Neko's head in the promo.
Dear God.
It's like
Okay.
yes, use the yakitori sticks. Go
Yes.
do that.
There's some very funny moments on that's JPW all the time. It is wow. Yeah. So,
Magi Rabi are a bad influence and are menaces
you
to
son of
society.
a bitch to Chris Brooks from Yuka Sakazaki. The weird one was like Kamiyu does it, and she just speaks fluent English, so it's just like
Yeah,
she's just talking normally.
yeah, just talking normally.
Usually, Aki and like Brooks will be like, "Oh, yeah, like, what do you think?" And they'll be like, slow, and they'll like enunciate as much as they can. But for this one, they're just like, "Okay, oh, you don't like her karate
Yeah,
shit? All right, cool." It's just,
yeah.
it's like, cool, all right, it's easy. It's really funny.
It's an absolute joy to watch. It's brilliant.
When I do catch it, because I just yeah, it's fun, it's fun. Yep, tag belts,
And
Bishkigun,
main evento
main evento,
in the
Bishkigun
tiebreaker of their matches, Neo Bishkigun, Mei San Michel and Sakitama defeated
defeat
1 to 1 million to
by
retain.
mm, by
Okay, so
referee's
this match was
decision.
bonkers. This match was bonkers. It was great.
Mm,
Mei San Michel was a little evil goblin.
I mean, yes,
It was
she
brilliant.
she
Io
always is.
was like surprisingly kind of leading the charge, sort of thing,
Yeah, I mean,
as it goes.
she does that when she teams with with Miyu a lot. I noticed like she
Yeah,
gets a lot more like she's the
she gets
strategist.
fired up.
She's the Yo
Yeah,
of if they were Roppongi 3, she would be
yeah,
Yo because he's the one who like directs all the tag moves and then Sho just does the stuff.
yeah.
Or the yeah, she's the strategist and then Miyu's the
There was a
rebuttal.
great hardcore, very deathmatch spot where May dropped the tray on top of Yamashita and it looked really painful
Damn, that is some
from
violence.
the apron down to ringside.
Made on kick woman violence.
Oh my god! But yeah, this match ended, and I predicted this, but I didn't think they would actually do it. Saki-sama choked out Miyo Yamashita with the Versailles foot choke
Yes, and now it looks like, and
by
that's
submission. And in post-match promo, even though Saki-sama does not want the princess belt, she just wants to make Yamashita lose.
yes. So she
She
will
wants to
be.
make her cry even more because Yamashita was distraught in post-match promo. Ito was very angry with her,
Mm,
and she's agreed to the title match. So, I believe on the 26th, we
uh,
have Miyu Yamashita defending
we
the
gotta talk
Princess
about
of Princess title
26th.
for the
26.
first time
Yeah.
against Saki-sama. Oh my lord!
Mm. Saki-sama
Oh my god!
is. She never lost in a singles match in TJPW? I know.
I believe she lost to Shoko, and I think
Did
she might have lost
she?
to Rika in singles.
Rika, it's maybe she lost to Rika in singles. I
She's
have
only lost like a very small amount of times in singles.
yes. There is danger here. I know
Yeah.
everyone's like, oh well, they're not gonna do a double champion. They fucking think you fuck off. They won't.
This being Saki-sama's first ever challenge for the big belt
Yeah.
makes this huge McLarge match, and with against Miyu, it's ultimate kick match.
Yes, it will be. This is gonna be brutal. Just not
It,
even. Yeah.
words cannot describe how excited I am for this match.
They will beat the shit out of each other.
Yes,
And it will be painful.
I
Yeah.
don't. I don't think Saki-sama wins because she's pinned Miyu several times
Yeah.
in across the years in every match ever.
Yeah.
So I think this is just where Miyu gets her because of that. However,
She gets her what?
she was very
Yeah. Mm.
shook after the loss in the tag title match. So they might just play into that where she's not in the right frame of mind and Saki-sama destroys her.
They could. It'd be an
I don't
interesting
think they will,
choice.
but
No,
that could be a thing.
I don't. I mean, what would be interesting is if Saki wins and then Ito is the Ito or Masao or somebody has to like. I think
Yeah,
Ito would make more sense if she has to be
Ito would be. Yeah,
where Ito has to like fight, has to be like, all right, me you can't do it, so I will, and then she beats Saki for the Princess Belt.
hmm
Yeah, so I think that could be what they go with. But
that could
yes,
be.
you mentioned the 26th.
Oh boy, it's on the
Holy,
26th of June in the year of our Lord 2021. I
it's
do
Cyber
believe,
Fight Day.
I do believe FDS. There might be some other wrestling shows
Oh,
going on
just
that day.
just a tad. We got
There might-
so first of all, DDT are I think the only big match on that show, but there is a DDT show on the 26th as well, which will feature Shuma Kasamata and Konsuke Takeshita challenging Ismail Pasari for the KOD Tag Team Championships. That will be on the 26th. And I think that's the only major match. I'm gonna check through real quick just to make sure there aren't any other ones. There might be other ones. But there is also a four-way Iron Man Heavy Metalweight Championship match between Shinya Aoki, Chris Brooks, Shuma Katsumata, and Yukio Naya on that show as well.
Oh,
Uh,
that's the Rojo Street Wrestling
no, I think that's a
one.
different one.
Yeah.
There's like a
No.
diff. There's two four-ways, both involving Shunma, Chris, and Naya. So it's like, DDT.
Wonderful. DT.
Wunderbar. Yeah. So we have that. I don't. There might be an 8-man tag title match as well because I know that got announced for some point. Oh, I know that is that. That is that. Never mind. But I don't know how they're gonna do that. It's on the okay. So that is that apparently. But like it's also advertised for the show. So confusion.
I think the four-way with Naya is on a different time on the 26th.
Yes, it might be.
The Rojo one is not at usual
So there's
showtime. It's like
even
later.
more. 26th.
More things.
Yeah, okay, I found the actual 26th show. The four matches announced, so we obviously have the tag title match, with Smile Pasari defending against 37 Sonic Kamina. I'm pretty sure, I think we've mentioned this already, but I think Take and Shunmur are winning those belts. Uh, yeah, I mean, unless you got any differing opinions. Good?
No.
No? Okay. Just all right. We also have interesting special singles match. Jun Akayama will face Yusuke Okada. This is an interesting one. I'm
Yeah.
surprised by this. I don't know. I don't know who's gonna win that. I think Jun's gonna win it, but it's just very interesting how they're doing that because Okada's
It's
in.
another big match for Okada.
It's non-title, which makes sense, but still interesting choice to do it. Surprised.
Interesting choice to do it now.
Yeah. You figure you wait till Akayama drops the belt to do this, or like,
Yeah.
I don't know what's happening here. It's a bit of a weird one.
Mm.
Bit of a weird one right there. Then we have just like some tags. We have Ueno, Mao, and Brooks taking on Damnation, Sasaki, Soma, and Mad Poli. You know, just 6 man. And then Endo and Hino are teaming up to face Yoshimura and Naya. Yeah, so they are definitely on different times. But that's not the only thing on the 26th.
But wait,
We did,
there's
there's
more.
more. Everyone's like, July's got a stacked schedule, bro. The July ain't got nothing on the 26th of June. Well, the TJPW show, I think is it just the Princess of Princess match that they've announced, or is there other stuff? I think it might.
There's definitely other things I cannot recall right now. Hang on, I shall do some digging.
We'll see if there's any other major marquee matches um, on the show for TJPW.
Da. Let's have a look. See. Have a look. See.
TJPW Stand Proud. Um, nope, that's all they've announced.
Nope. Cool.
But it says several of the games planned, and Yuki Arai is advertised as well, so she'll probably
Cool.
get a singles match or something. But yep, we
Yeah.
also have the Sauna match for the Iron Man Heavy Metalweight Championship. I'm surprised this isn't for the Extreme title. Honestly, I thought they would do this for the Extreme belt, but I guess, you know, I guess if they want to do it for the heavy middleweight title,
it, it's it's okay. We'll let Chris in for his tattoos, but he's not allowed to be a title defending person
no, he has
for
to.
tattoos.
He has to be the challenger.
This is the compromise.
Who do you have winning this?
I don't know.
Doesn't even matter. They're not because the winner
No.
could just lose immediately after.
We'll go with Aoki because why not?
I think Aoki retains, right? You know,
Sure.
maybe Shunma wins. And
It's,
then
it's not about the
loses.
winner. It's about the friends we make along the way.
It's about the baths that we have along the way. Next,
Sao Naito. Sao
Naito.
Naito.
And you guys thought that's it on the 26th. No, sir. We got a Noah show too.
I did a whole ass Noah show.
It's actually a pretty cool show.
And it's yeah.
So I'll go from bottom of the card upwards. We got Manabu Soya versus Kenny Okada. Okada's gonna get eaten, so that's fun. Stinger are gonna beat up the Young Lions. Sagara Gun are taking on Funky Express in a 4-on-4 elimination match. And it's like, it's Sagara and Sakuraba, but then it's Kendo Kashin and then the guy in the suit. You know, the guy who just wrestles in a full suit?
Oh, what the Yakuza looking dude?
Yes.
Oh boy.
He's showing up today.
Yeah.
Kazunari Murakami is apparently his name. But then we have a cool tag match here. M's Alliance, Marufuji, and Mochizuki are going to take on Kaito Kiyomiya and Yoshiki Inamura, which is a very interesting tag. And I think that's a very cool tag as well. What do you think?
As
Tag.
the non-Noah expert here, I
As
will
the-
say yes.
Yes? Okay, cool. Next, so there's a show the day after this as well for Noah as well. They're doing 2 shows back to back, and this will decide the challenger for the junior heavyweight title on that day. There's a junior heavyweight rumble. The announced participants are Daisuke Harada, Hajime Ohara, Junta Miyawaki, Seki Yoshiaki, Hao, Niao, Tadasuke, Nozawa, Ikute Hidaka, and Issa, which is...
So currently, I want Seki Yoshioka to win because he's great.
You're
However,
wrong. You're wrong.
However,
Yeah.
there's recent rumor, unsourced because I have no idea. So rumor, grain of salt, that Kaito Ishida is leaving Dragon Gate.
But
So
you're saying you want Seki to win. Ita's in there, bro.
oh yeah, I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
I'm a fool. I'm a buffoon. I've been bamboozled by my own brain. Okay, enough of this Kaito Ishida
Nonsense.
rant.
Fuck, we'll talk about it.
Ita wins. There we go. All right,
We
enough
should
of that.
discuss that, but I'll talk about that after we talk about this. And then the main event, for the first time ever, Pro Wrestling Noah will be doing a steel cage match. Masaki Miya versus Katsuhiko Nakajima. Loser goes bold. This is wild.
Damn.
This is crazy.
Also, they are still the tag team champions.
They are still the tag team champions. I don't know what's gonna happen there. I think they're gonna probably end up doing like Nakajima and Keno versus Kitamiya, and like maybe he reunites with Inamura, and that's like the match that they do. But like
Maybe.
it's weird.
But yeah, steel cage hair match.
Who do you think is winning that? I know you're.
Kitamiya.
I think Kitamiya should win, but also
Okay, here's the logic. Here's the. I'm showing my working on my exam paper right now.
okay.
Typically, the loser of a hair match is the one who gets the push.
Yes. Typically,
Yeah.
we have Julia, Suzuki, main examples I can think of.
There's a long history of you get your head shaved, you get more spotlight anyway, and you get the push further.
Kurt Angle in WWE, I think he ended up doing really well after he got bald.
I think Nakajima loses his hair and then goes mental and goes to kill Marufuji or something.
Yeah, I think either Kaito or Inamura are going to be Marufuji's first challenger. Well, second challenger after Sagara, because Sagara is the first challenger. Because I think they have that set up. Yeah. But yeah, we also have a show the day after with the greatest of singles matches set up. Great Muta versus Keno.
Oh boy.
That's the
and
whole.
Specifically the Great Muta. They're doing.
He's got the.
They're doing a lot of missed spots.
He's got the mist. He's got the mask. He's got the weird remix of Holdout where it sounds like. Yeah, I don't know how to describe it. But yeah, he went from being GHC champion to just going, nope, I'm Great Muta again.
Just fucking around.
He's just fucking around. You know, yeah.
As you do.
As you do. Yeah. Speaking of which, yeah. And then we also have the junior heavyweight title match, which will be the Rumble winner versus Kotoge. I don't care who wins the Rumble, honestly. I mean, if it's Seki, if it's Seki or Ito or Tadasuke or Hao, that's all. Those are the four guys who I'm like, yeah, that's cool. Just get the belt off Kotoge. I like Kotoge, but he's very boring. He's very boring.
Well, junior division kind of needs something not
boring.
Kind of just base level. It's there.
Yeah, he's quite uninteresting. And I think there's like Ita's got a lot of hype. I hope he sticks around, like after the Rumble, because he or
be nice.
And like I think Seki can I know everyone if Seki winning would be cool, but you could just give Seki a shot whenever it's Seki.
Yeah, this one's like get something a little fresh in there.
Yeah, even if Ito loses, it's a cool match, Kotoge Ito, but like.
Oh yeah, win the Rumble, get the shot, lose the match, it's fine.
Yeah, and just hopefully he sticks around, but we'll see. But we also, in the Noah front, have Marufuji's first challenger has been revealed as Sagara beat Marufuji at the Misawa Memorial Show, and that is now the match for the GHC Heavyweight title. It is not title for title, making that clear. It is not. It is just for the GHC Heavyweight belt. And
Bit weird.
I'd honestly, I'd rather take it. I don't need them. I'm having PT.
Oh no, I'm not saying that it's not a double title. But weird. More in they're shoving a singles champion to challenge. Weird.
It is a bit odd. It's a bit of a different choice. I don't think many different people were expecting. Don't think anyone was really expecting that, but I like it. It's a cool match. It'll be fun. I definitely think Marufuji's retaining. I don't see.
Yeah. Sagara double champ.
Sagara the triple champ, bro. We got the Sakusugi.
Triple. Oh, with the Sakusugi belt. Yeah.
We got the Sakusugi belt. He's he's gonna win. He's gonna Sakurama's gonna win the fucking tag belts with the suit guy, and then they'll both be double champs.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's Noah.
That's 26th.
That's 26th and a little bit of 27th. And an equal bit of the 27th.
So yeah, Cyber Fight, our boys, and girls, they're gonna be busy.
They're gonna be very busy. A lot of content to watch. Now let's talk about the other major promotion in Japan, Nuge.
We're off the back of a very hot Dominion.
Yep. But before that, there's a couple things we gotta talk about. I know it's strong related, so we don't usually care about it.
Oh boy.
The tag team Turbulence has hit New Japan Strong in July.
We're going to talk about the trophies.
Yes. I'm very annoyed at those trophies.
Yes.
They are certainly trophies that exist, and I do not like them.
They purchased them for about $35 each.
Yep, I thought they were a cool shout out to Red Shoes, but no, they're just a fucking piece of shit trophy that they got for 35.
No.
Oh,
These are some of the ugliest trophies I've seen in wrestling.
oh, they're bad. They're bad. Like,
Oh
God,
my goodness. One of the arms is like so roidy
it
and
looks
so
like
massive in in proportion to the other. It
it
looks so
kind of
wrong.
it looks like they're kind of fisting a butthole or something.
It,
Like they're
yeah.
getting prepped to fist.
And it looks there's both like too much detail and like no detail at the same time.
Yep. But let's
It's one of
talk.
those like weird uncanny valley ones. It's, oh,
Yeah.
dude.
But there is actually a tournament. They have announced the bracket for this and all the teams, so it's
Yes.
here. We have. Well, I'll go from the less interesting side to the more interesting side because yeah.
Yeah.
We have Kevin Knight and the DKC facing Jor-El Nelson and Royce Isaacs, who are known as the West Coast Wrecking Crew.
Those are some names that you have said.
Yep. Who you got for that one, Gwyn? Let me give me your prediction. Give me your spicy prediction.
We'll go with the team with Royce Isaacs because they're
Yeah.
not the young boys.
Yes, that is a good prediction. Then we have a bit better. Violence Unlimited, Brody King and Chris Dickinson versus JR Kratos and Danny Limelight Team Filthy. Who do you have there?
This one's difficult actually.
Yeah. I think since Dickinson just lost the overweight shot.
Dickinson and Brody King is a team that I really like the sound of, just on paper. So I want them to win.
Shout out to Yellick, they're an ROH team.
Fantastic, even better.
Yeah. And
I
then,
don't know why I said that. They're not. It's not. That's a lie. But
was a lie. But Danny Limelight is also there.
Danny Limelight. I don't know what they're doing with Danny Limelight. I think
He's like mid.
we're gonna have to wait. We're gonna have to wait on that, whatever that Danny Limelight push is, because I'd rather have Dickinson and Brody King.
That Danny Limelight push, like he's getting pushed. Good one, bro.
Well, it's push with like some very heavy quotation marks.
Yeah, I mean he's a part of Team Phil. He's in Lawler's faction, so
Yeah.
he's doing okay. He's the fall guy,
You know.
but he's doing okay because
Yeah.
Kratos is big and Lawler's Lawler. So yeah, you have Danny Limelight take the pins. Then we have Fred Yehai and Wheeler Yuta taking on Yuji Nagata and Ren Narita.
All right.
mm.
I like me some Yehai and Yuta as a team. However, Narita actually wins matches now.
He does, even though
He wins on AEW.
He does, even though he's technically a fucking young lion still, but he's winning more.
We're gonna get more of the. I want Nagata to take Shibata's place of Narita wins the match and then he gets slapped up for it.
He's going to. He's gonna fucking criticize that all.
Like he'll win the match anyway, and they're like, you could have done that better. Rah rah rah.
He's like, your underhook suplex was too slow. Go faster. Nagata would be even angrier about it though, because he's all grizzled and bitter. He's like, I should have been the ace. You know that? He's just like, yes, Dad, I know that. Yeah, you suck.
Yeah, you better know that.
It's just he's so bitter. I love it. I kind of hope Yehai and Yuta advance, but yeah. And then the final first round match: Clark Connors and TJP will face the Devil is Baby. Super Elite Carl Anderson and Doc Gallows are coming to New Japan Strong.
Oh boy, returning to Nuge programming.
I'm surprised it took them this long, honestly. What the
Yeah.
fuck?
Yeah.
It's been like they've been free agents for like what, 6 months at least?
For about 6 months. They came. You'd think, given because Carl Anderson very successful in his first New Japan run.
Yeah. And
Incredibly successful, incredibly over.
Gallows and Anderson also big. They were a big deal.
Gallows and Anderson, one of their like sort of marquee build around tag teams. You'd think Nuge would be right on that shit.
No. It took them fucking until this.
No, not this, whatever this is.
Yeah.
They're gonna win the Wanking Arm Tag League.
They are gonna win the Wanking Arm Tag League because that's what they are gonna win. Like, there's no way they're not winning.
There's no other team that can win this.
There's no way they're not winning. Like you look at any of these other teams, and it's like, oh yeah, those are
You
cool.
don't bring them in and then have them not win this.
You bring them in, but then it's just like you look at the rest of the bracket, it's like, oh we got some young lines in there just to jump in the first round. We got Royce Isaacs, who we've been pushing a bit. We got Violence Unlimited. We got Team Filthy. We got Yehai and Yuta. We got Narita and Yuji and Clark Rose. And then it's just former 3-time IWGP Tag Team Champions.
Every team apart from them's like, oh, that's like a cute team. That's
like
cool.
A cool team. And then we just
have that's interesting. And then it's just like
Gallows and
Anderson. Have an actual, yeah.
Former 3-time IWGP Tag Team Champions and World Tag League winners. Yeah, they're gonna job in the first round to Clark Connors. Fucking.
Hey, you know what? Carl Anderson gonna win his 4th New Japan Tag League.
He's gonna win another tag. They really said, "Welcome back, Carl. Get back to the tag."
Carl.
They really said, "Hey man, welcome back."
Just as a little fun tidbit, he won it when it was called the G1 Tag League.
He won it when it was the G1 Tag League and the World Tag League, and now he's
twice.
And now he's winning whatever this is.
Tag Team Turbulence Tag League of the wanking tag.
What does the winner even get?
Okay. I have a theory for that, but we'll get to that when we get to another strong thing.
Yes.
Which maybe now.
We will get to that now because we'll get to that now.
We've been through the teams.
We have been.
There's not just a tag league happening. There's some other things.
NJPW have officially announced a live in front of fans US show, and it is stacked. We have
the current lineup of advertised wrestlers is very big. Yes. It's very cool. It's taking place at the Los Angeles Coliseum.
The LA Coliseum, the Torch at the LA Coliseum. Yes.
Myself and Yelik had a very long conversation of what does the torch mean? Because Yelik thought that meant the actual torch that was in the thing, and I'm like, no, Yelik, the torch is a venue in the Coliseum that's not the Coliseum itself.
Yes.
It is a new venue.
There's a big torch out the front of the venue.
It just so happens to be called the Torch.
Yes.
We're not having the match up in the stands by the actual torch, although that would be very fun.
Yeah. So currently we have advertised. Firstly, the big one that we all just need to look at: IWGP United States Champion Death Rider John Moxley will be appearing.
Oh, he's actually showing up now.
He's showing up for one. He's coming to work. He's been working that other job, but he's showing up today. Then we have never openweight champion the Switchblade Jay White will be appearing as well. This is in August, by the way, just so everyone knows. The show's on August 14th. Tickets are available now if you want to go buy tickets. I don't know. Do what you want. Then, the other champion, the final champion that we know of that will be on the show, strong openweight champion, filthy Tom Lawler, will be appearing. So, potential for 3 title matches there.
Potential, whether they should actually do it, but whether they actually do, I don't know.
Yeah. Then we also have the Good Brothers, who have been announced as well. Doc Gallows and Carl Anderson, who will be appearing. We have Finn Juice Robinson, and David Finlay will be appearing as well. Cool guys there. Interesting one to me. Shota Umino will be appearing.
Yep, they went out of their way to say Shota Umino.
Yes. Ren Narita will be showing up. Alpha Wolf, Carl Fredericks. So, basically the 3 young lions that everyone kind of thought were going to do everything are going to be there.
They're coming home.
They're coming home. Wild Rhino, Clark Connors will be appearing. Alex Coughlin. The young gun Hikaleo will be there. Oh, the big boy. We got a big one right here. Mr. No Days Off, Fred Rossa. Yeah!
Newly signed Fred Rossa.
Newly signed. He's officially signed to New Japan Pro Wrestling.
He has a contract.
Yeah. Interesting one here to me. Man of the Hour, Leo Rush. They've advertised him.
Yeah. Okay, so that's... I wouldn't say that's so surprising, because Leo Rush did say that he would honor all of his,
It's surprising to me because
agreed upon.
That's my main reason behind it, is because he's injured, and I don't know if they've advertised him to be there. And it's I know
he'll probably just work injured while your contractual dates are done, and then go.
Maybe. Then we have Big Brad Brody King, who will be showing up.
Yep.
Dirty Daddy Chris Dickinson, who I'm
Yep.
starting to think might have also inked a contract. Because he's there a lot.
He's showing up more often. He's getting a lot of shine. He's definitely someone they want if they haven't signed him already.
I think they might be in discussions at least. We got TJP. Yeah, he just shows up
Yeah,
a lot.
yeah, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
JR Kratos, who
Yeah.
I think his NWA signed. I think he signed an NWA, and then he just shows up here a lot. It's kind of cool. Yeah. So
But yeah, that's looking good.
it's very stacked. Potential for a lot of big matches. So yeah, you want to get into your theory about the wanking
So
arm
I have
tag
a little
league?
theory regarding the Tag Turbulence Wanking Arm Tag League.
Yes.
So whoever wins this, either there's potential because Gallows and Anderson are winning this.
Yes, definitely. No chance they aren't.
Yellick and I discussed this off podcast where we don't think the finals will happen here.
Mm,
There's potential that it will, but that's like over a month away. That's quite a long time.
yeah.
Unless the tag league just goes on for that long and then the finals are here, whatever.
Mm,
But there's potential if tag league winners, Good Bros, face like Finjuice maybe
yeah.
for new strong open weight tag team championships.
So it starts on July 16th, and they're doing all the matches on July 16th. I don't know if they're doing the whole tournament like they did with Super J Cup, or if it's going to be like
Mm-hmm.
stretch over several weeks. But it is announced for July 16th. Is the date. Save the date if you, I don't know,
Say the
if you're really into TJP, if you're really into New Japan
date.
Strong. Yeah, save the date.
Either way, but whether they make the finals for this thing or Good Bros go on to face someone for it, I think they are going to bring in strong tag belts.
I mean, they kind of need them. I think
Yeah,
the strong openweight belt. I know you weren't initially a fan of it, but I think it's been beneficial to the show. I think we've had. It's been cool to see Lawler as a champion in New Japan. It's good to have like a belt there for some interest
it's
in
been
there.
cool. It's been great. It's mainly because a certain guy doesn't show up to work.
It is Jonathan, but he's showed up today. He'll be there. Well, not today, but on that thing. Oh yeah, also Josh Alexander also made his New Japan Strong debut
He
against
did.
Alex Coughlin.
Yeah, nice match.
Indeed.
Cool.
Mm.
I like that.
Coughlin's
The New Japan Strong's definitely getting like a really cool niche of the American
mm.
talent pool.
They're adding, yeah, they've got some good guys in there.
Yeah.
They are currently also they're doing this thing with Coughlin now, where he's doing a challenge series, which makes me think he's
Mm-hmm.
either gonna go on excursion or he's gonna graduate soon, because
Yeah.
he's facing he's probably gonna start facing like a bunch of he's doing open challenges all the time to get himself to get stronger.
Strong.
Strong. Yeah. I believe Lawler's next challenge. I don't know if this has happened yet. It might have already happened, but Lawler's next challenger is scheduled to be Carl Fredericks. So it will be Filthy Tom Lawler
Cool.
versus Carl Fredericks for the um, strong openweight title, which is interesting that they're doing that now. I think.
I assume that happens before this Resurgence show.
Yeah. Well, yes. This is way before that. I think this is
Okay,
like
cool.
either this. This might be this week on Strong.
Right. Okay. Uh, I
Mm.
would like to say Carl Fredericks has a chance of winning, but
It's
they just
Lawler's.
announced this show, therefore no.
No, I do not believe so. Other New Japan stuff, not Strong related though. We do have a lot of title matches that got announced and some title matches that we need to predict. Yeah.
Also, just before we leave Resurgence, I'd like to do a little bookie things.
Okay.
Can we please have just rebook Jay White versus Finley at this show?
Yeah, I think that's better. I think that works well. I think it's
Just put it here, 'cause that's great.
they announced they're streaming it live on Fight, so it's gonna probably be
Mhm.
live.
Put that there.
Yeah.
If they put Moxley in a tag match with Amino, I'm going to cry.
They might. They very
I
well
think
might.
that they very much might do it. Like
They
there was a
shouldn't.
there's a very cursed timeline if they face the Good Brothers because of Super Elite shenanigans.
Yeah. They really
And
shouldn't.
if they do, I'm going to commit war crimes.
They really shouldn't. If you're
Because
doing it
US champ, you finally get the US champion. You have a big show with
in the
Moxley and say, we're going
US,
to put you in a tag match.
nah, you gotta have him defend. He's gotta defend.
Please
I think
defend against someone, anyone.
I think it would be good if all three of the champions do defend. Lawler,
Yes.
Jay, and
You
Mox.
need with this one. You can't just have like the one
Yeah.
put butts in seats match at the top. You need like a super card.
It's also the first show back for New Japan in the US,
Yeah.
so it's like, yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go full
You,
all out.
you got to do it.
I know they want to do like the whole thing of, oh, we want to show off like the New Japan style. I was like, no, don't. Just
No,
Just
just
give him, throw,
do,
take belt, throw it at people.
please.
Yes.
There was also potential that Amino might challenge him for US.
Uh, I don't see that, but they could. It would be weird.
Potential.
They could. It would be kind of
His
weird.
son is like, I want belt, Dad. And he's like, no.
No. I mean, if you do Finley J here instead of doing Finjuice in a tag, you could do Juice Mox again. It's a big
Yeah,
match. It's a big enough match.
yeah.
Juice could win. I
Juice
definitely.
3 time.
Yeah, I mean, there's no IC belt. Might as well.
Yeah, you know,
it's just there's no IC belt anymore.
might as well do it.
Might as well. You could do Rosser Lawler for a strong open weight as well. I think that would be something they could do here.
That was my initial idea for that one because that's the big one that they've been building up to.
Yeah, because they're getting like Rosser to like build up a lot of momentum, get
Yeah,
stronger.
I think that'd be a good match.
I
I like
think
that.
yeah, look, Rosser's improved a lot. He's not like Darren Young like he used to be anymore.
No, he's good.
He's
He's
good.
good.
Yeah, he's a hoss now as well. He's fucking big.
He's ripped as fuck.
He's so big.
Yeah, he's got chunky. It's great.
This man's just like yeah. Like he's New Japan strong because he's gonna rip that belt in half when he wins it. He's too strong. He raises it, just breaks like Lay Cool's belt. And it's just like,
Oh no,
oh no, it's too small.
Ruh-roh.
Like it works on Lawler because Lawler's not too big, but the strong openweight belt is kind of a small belt. It's not very big. It's like
yeah,
W.
it's not AEW women's
No, but
size
it's
though.
not huge either.
Yeah,
But yeah, no, I think Rosser Lawler. I think Finley J again would be cool, and then you know, Mox Juice.
it'll be cool. You'll have those 3 title matches, then either this tag league finals or like some strong tag title match thing. That's a great like top cards thing.
What I'm surprised was not announced, or to some people who I'm surprised rather who were not announced. Gorillas of Destiny were not announced. Interestingly enough,
True,
very,
very true actually.
very surprised they weren't announced. And then also Kenta, who is also in the U.S.
I think depending on when the show is, they might need Kenta in Japan.
I think that is probably what's gonna happen because it's in August, so it's.
That's really unfortunate because Kenta's like one of your. If I had the book, I was like, okay, we need to expand our brand into the US. Kenta's like one of your build around top guys.
I mean, he had the most prestigious thing on Strong for a while with the briefcase, and
Yeah.
then, and then,
And then
and then I canceled my New Japan World subscription.
like I'd book Tom Lawler Kenta right there.
Yeah, that would be cool. I mean, I think Kenta's a bit above the strong openweight belt at this point.
He is, but they had him lose to Moxley. So what else do you do with him?
Have him beat Moxley.
What rematch? All right, cool.
Yeah, rematch. He beats Mox this time.
I bet.
Bet.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I feel like the U.S. title should definitely change hands here, though, because I think
Please do.
Renee
It has to.
just had their kid. Congratulations
Yeah.
to John and Renee, by the way. So I think it'd be good.
Well, the WWE Twitter is only congratulations to Renee, no John.
John Moxley does not exist. He's not a real human.
Nope.
He's a fake person.
It's fraudulent.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that's Resurgence is pretty cool. It's a good show. It should has potential to be a good show. It could be garbage. But yeah, I believe we already talked about the Kizuna Road title matches, but there have been more title matches announced, not for Kizuna Road, but for later. First of all, the big one, the big beefy boy. Shingo Takagi's first World Heavyweight Championship defense has been announced as he will face Kota Ibushi at Wrestle Grand Slam in the Tokyo Dome in the main event on July 25th. It will be Shingo Takagi versus one Kota Ibushi for the title.
That is very nice.
In the Dome.
In the dome. That's proper like validation of in-ring crazy people.
Yeah.
That's really cool.
This is. I know it probably means bout like a fight, but it just says IWGP World Heavyweight Championship bout to headline in the Dome. It's just like I'm really. Like, it's about to headline the Dome, baby.
It's about to do it.
It's just really funny. This will be the first main event in the Tokyo Dome for the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. So Think of that what you
Oh yeah,
will.
because it's new belt.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because the new belt. The new belt.
Ah.
Still not
Yeah.
happy
Okay.
about. I mean, it looks better with Shingo. Still not happy about
Yeah.
it.
You know what? The match is going to be great. I'm looking forward to it.
Yep. Who
I'm
you
going to
got?
look past the terrible belt.
Whomst do you halfst?
Shingo.
Shingo. Yeah. Fair.
It,
Uh,
please don't get me excited with a fresh champion that I love and then immediately take it away from me. Please don't.
Ibushi 2 times.
Ah.
Welcome to ICPW booking, motherfucker.
Oh, goodness.
Uh, no. Then we also have for a bit earlier in July, July 10th at Summer Struggle in Sapporo. Main event of the Sapporo night one. This is basically a new beginning show, just later in
Yeah.
the year. El Desperado will defend the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship against Taiji Ishimori, which we kind of all knew was going to
Hmm.
happen, but now we have a date for it. Uh, I'm thinking Despy retains.
I think he retains, but given how
Ishimori could win.
thin the junior division is, they could just swap it around to Ishimori or whatever.
Ishimori, and he does win. Ishimori wins a lot of things, just low key.
Yeah.
He just wins them. It's
Well,
just
I think it's less of like we're building to put the belt on you. It's like we have no one else to really do, so we're
yeah.
just going to throw the belt around for a year and to fill time.
He's been in New Japan for like 4 years, and he's already won the junior belt twice, the tag belts twice, and the six-man belts. So it's just, yeah,
Yeah,
he wins. Uh,
he's scraping in the gold.
Scraping in the gold. Actually, it might have been less than that. Oh, he might only have been there for 3 years. So
He
3 years.
joined in 2018.
Yeah, so 3 years, and he's already won like everything that he can win as a junior. So
Yeah.
he's just got like the tournaments to win. And that's it. It's like cool. All right. But then also the night after that, Dangerous Tekkers will make their first defense of their IWGP Tag Team Championships against Sanada and Tetsuya Naito.
I
Did you see the build for this?
I have not.
It was so fucking funny. So Naito and Sanada kept firstly after they won like a main event match, they called Taichi out to the ring and they asked him for his autograph. That was the
Lovely, lovely.
and they kept baiting him, and then they did the same thing to Zack, and then they revealed that it was a binding contract for a tag title match in Sapporo.
What is this?
It was like on like a piece of paper, but they had like the chairman's signature on it and shit, and it was
This
just. And now they have to defend.
this is Hangman Page and Big Money Matt.
Yeah. He's like, I'm here
You have been bamboozled into signing.
for the tag title match. And like Sonata was like was saying please, and they were like bowing to Taichi to get him to sign. Oh my god, it was.
The greatest comedy tag team: Tetsuya Naito and Sanada.
It's weird. Yeah, I mean they're both fucking jokes, so you know.
Oh, they're not winning the tag belts.
No, they are not.
No,
I think
no.
Naito's winning G1. Personally,
I hope.
It makes sense. Shingo Naito main eventing the dome. But yeah, I definitely think Tech is retaining. I don't know who they're dropping to. Probably Okada and Cobb if they can keep Cobb in Japan. If not,
Yeah.
But yeah, that's the news front. Hell in a Cell was bad apparently, but I'm not going to talk about that. I don't
So
care.
I watched the first couple matches.
Mm.
And then I decided not to subject myself to such tomfoolery at 2 a.m.
Supposedly it was shit. So.
Seth won with a very out of nowhere roll up.
I mean, yeah.
That was the thing. Bailey Bianca didn't need the cell.
No. You know.
There was a lot of like tie your hair to the rope, and then it's like there for about 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Apparently, Rhea Ripley got herself DQ'd.
She got herself DQ'd by hitting someone with the cover for the announce table. I didn't realize you could get DQ'd for hitting someone with a piece of cardboard.
When you say hitting someone, is that like
Charlotte?
Charlotte?
She hit Charlotte with it, but still
Right, okay.
I'm just calling it someone. Look, WWE's bad.
You know how Rhea Ripley's like tall?
Yeah.
And like she's built like a monster.
Yes.
Why does she need to DQ herself?
Don't know. Couldn't tell you.
She's not. She's not tiny. She like she can throw around Charlotte. She's not a
Yeah,
problem.
I don't. I don't understand. Um, I think that's it. I got
Lashley retained, so that's cool.
Lashley retained. I was surprised by that. I thought they were gonna give the belt back to Drew, honestly. Um,
Mm.
yeah. And then there's like
That's that's the Fed.
that's the Fed. There's other stuff, but I don't wanna. No,
NXT takeover.
no, that doesn't
No.
exist. The fuck is
What
that?
$1 million LA night
No,
no.
no. Oh god, can we just go back to being Eli Drake? God damn it. What happened?
Go back to the NWA.
Go back to the NWA. Team up with James Storm again. I don't know where James Storm is. All
Oh
right.
yeah, Camille won the NWA Women's title. There you go.
Yeah, that was like a few weeks ago. That was like 2 weeks ago at this point. But all
We
right.
did, we did cover it.
Yeah, she did. I think
There
strictly
we go.
they now hold both the. I think do Strictly Business hold all the belts, or is Tag still not
At
theirs?
least two of them.
They hold at least two of them because they got World and.
Oh, I have some brief Impact news.
Oh yeah.
So you know how there's incredibly common occurrences of a five-way contenders match ending in a no contest.
Yeah.
You know how that could just happen.
Mhm.
However, there is a reason why.
Hmm.
It is now been rebooked. Same five people plus Josh Alexander as an Ultimate X Division title match
Yes.
for
Um.
Slammiversary.
Yes. Also on Slammiversary will be Sami Callihan versus Kenny Omega for the world title.
Sami Callihan jobbing to Kenny Omega.
Yes, Sami Callihan jobbing to Kenneth. Uh,
Yes.
I don't think Alexander's retaining, and I think Trey's gonna
The
win. And then
return of Ultimate X. I don't think he is.
no, he doesn't make. He's
There's
not.
potential of he retains and then eventually option C's to beat Omega, but I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know about that. This bit. This bit.
A bit, yeah.
This bit.
But
Yeah.
yeah, just got that in to do the Ultimate X. There we go.
Yep. Yep. That's wrestling.
The quickest roundup of everything else.
That's wrestling.
That's what we got. That's all we have.
This is what wrestles live. All right. Uh, Stardom's not doing anything right now. We covered that all last week. Uh, yeah, no, that's all. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you all for watching. See you guys next time. And maybe Yelk will be with us. Maybe he won't. Goodbye.
Who knows?
Who knows? Yelk knows.